Today we will be discussing the flat rate book and exactly how to use it. Please make sure that you have your book and a blank invoice in front of you. Inside the book you will see 4 columns listed. These are for standard repairs, additional repairs, overtime repairs, and overtime additional. These are where you will find the rates. The flat rate book has predetermined prices for each repair. You may be wondering how the repair costs have been figured out. The way that the costs have been calculated is easy to explain. We took the national average cost of the part, added a 30% markup on parts to cover your markup and taxes. We then base it on a labor rate of $110 an hour for a standard repair. This will give you the final price of a repair. The time allotted for each job is listed below each code. Today we will be referencing 3 different invoices. The first we will be going over will be for a furnace call. Please make sure you take the time to understand the process. Here is a sample of the full furnace invoice. Let's break it up into smaller sections and go over each part to ensure clarity. At the very top we have all company and customer information clearly shown. We have also listed the work order number, date of service and invoice number. Next is where we have shown the reason for the call. This is called the chief complaint. You can also see when the tech arrived and left the customer's home. Here you can see exactly what repairs were made. The GEN codes are listed as well as a description of the work done. The prices have been taken from the flat rate book. The first repair was found under solid-state sensors and logic boards. Because it was the primary repair, it is charged as standard. All other repairs will now be additional. The second repair is the replacement of a transformer. We will find that charge under capacitors and start devices. It will be charged under additional repair. See in the book how the price is easily located in the additional repair column. This is because it is a secondary repair. It was done after the first repair. The final repair is for the replacement of a run capacitor. It will also be found under capacitors and start devices. Let's take a look in the book. See how the book further breaks down locations by voltage? This will help to locate the correct code. This final repair cost will also be listed under the additional repair column. The total cost of the repair is clearly shown. The customer's signature is also visible. Remember, without a signature, you will not get paid. Please keep the example shown in mind for your future invoicing. Remember, the better the details, the better the invoice.
Let's go through an AC call and break down the cost and pricing for a repair that is done after hours. Here we have a sample invoice of a basic AC call. Let's take a closer look and then break it down for clarity. Again, make sure that all important information is clearly listed. Work order number, invoice number and date can be seen right away. The time in and out are shown clearly and the chief complaint is listed. Notice how the time is shown to indicate after hours. This call took place at 8:45 p.m. Here is a breakdown of the work done. Descriptions are clear and correct. Prices and codes are given. Let's look at the first repair. A condenser fan motor was replaced. If you were to look in the book under motors, blowers and fans, the first repair is listed under the GEN codes for 825 RPM fan motors. This is an overtime repair. The second repair was a 24-volt contactor. It has been charged under the additional repair column. This is a secondary repair where the cost and description is clearly listed. See, the repair matches the description of work done and the price reflects the cost of an overtime additional repair. As you look at the invoice, you can see that even though the prices are charged as overtime, the diagnostic will remain the same. The diagnostic is a set price. The cost for the 2 repairs and the diagnostic have been added together to get the full cost of the job. Remember, a customer's signature is required for payment. Let's take a last look at the full invoice. This invoice is clear, easy to read, shows all information, and gives a full breakdown for costs. Just remember, the more accurate the invoice, the more accurate the pay.
Let's do one last breakdown. We will be using a boiler invoice for our final example. Let's get started. We will take a look at the full invoice, then look at each section individually. starting at the top and working our way down the invoice. Here is the full invoice for the boiler repair. Take a moment to look it over, see how every section is clear and easy to read. At the top of the invoice you will show the company information as well as the customers, the date of service, the invoice number, and the work order number. These are required. On the second section down you can see why the technician went out and how long he was at the residence. This technician was at the home for 1 hour and 40 minutes for no heat. Here are the repairs that were made. The first repair, aka the standard repair, is listed first. A repair to the pump motor. Let's cross-reference the flat rate book for the cost. All the repairs for this call were easily found under hydronic boiler repair in the book. See how the standard repair price has been used for the first repair? The second repair done was the drain down and refill of the system. The cost for additional repair in this case was $88, but let's double check with the book. Here the repair can be found in the additional column. The gen code will give you a description of the work and an appropriate price. In this case under the additional column. The third repair that was completed was the purging of the baseboard loops. This repair was done 3 times as you can see under the quantity column. Let's double check the price. The third repair is found under the additional column. The cost is $44 per incident. For this work order it was needed 3 times. And the total cost will reflect that charge. You can also see that this call required an pre-authorization number. This has been added to the invoice as well. At the bottom of the invoice you will see the total, clear and easy to read. The customer's signature is also present. The signature is needed for payment. This is the end of the tutorial. If you still have any questions please feel free to email us and we will do our best to help clear things up for you. Thanks for watching.